Hello and welcome to Lok Talks. This is Dr. Lukesh Bhatia. Dear viewers and all the listeners, today I'll be talking about the latest COVID vaccine update, as a lot of people have been connecting me and asking me certain questions. So, as per the expert's opinion, I thought I should share with all of you, which may be of help. And this is all in general. I'm not talking any specific area. I'm not talking any particular country, but overall what the scenario is as of now, what experts think about, I'll be talking about that. So point number one, which has come out of all, these are all summarized points I'm talking about. So the point number one is all approved vaccines, including Pfizer, Moderna, Covishield and Covaxin, have 100% efficiency in preventing death due to COVID and very high efficiency against severe COVID, high to moderate efficiency 60 to 95 against symptomatic infection. Welcome to Lok Talks. This is Dr. Lukesh Bhatia. Subscribe this channel for professional medical guidance, spirituality and meditation, life coaching, personality development and travelogues. Thank you very much to be a part of my viewership team. Thank you very much. If we want to save the humanity from the ill effects of the current pandemic, everyone should get vaccinated and encourage others to get vaccinated. This is very, very important, dear friends, that not only we should get vaccinated, but also encourage others also to get vaccinated. Right? So I think your two questions so far I have covered up in these 2 points, and I have first covered up all vaccines, how their efficacy is about. Second point was about that everyone must get vaccinated. That's very important. Point number 3, nasal vaccines might be able to prevent even asymptomatic COVID because it generates local IgA antibodies, cutting chain of transmission and bringing an end to this pandemic. So far the opinion about nasal vaccine is fantastic. We are waiting for its commercial production and availability. But what vaccine is presently available, we must get it done, because first we need to save our lives first we need to save ourselves from the severe COVID infection. Then of course we can think about this nasal vaccine to prevent asymptomatic carriers. Vaccination of 10,000 pregnant ladies has been done in USA without any additional side effects seen up to 3 months of follow-up. Hence, the pregnant ladies can safely be vaccinated. Mind well, dear friends, this is all the experts' opinion coming out of a recent Zoom meeting, and this was the general consensus, and this is what I'm trying to bring you about, that this is what is the basic understanding about the current scenario. Quite often one question has been asked that if we are allergic to some things, then what should be done, whether we should go for it or not. So in this discussion, one point very clearly came out was that those who have allergy to food, drugs, latex or any such substance, vaccine can safely be taken for it. COVID vaccine is not a contraindication for such people. Only people with severe anaphylaxis to previous COVID or non-COVID vaccines should avoid COVID vaccine, right? Next question often is being asked to me and to many of my colleagues is, what if we already have COVID and have recovered from it? So whether we should get it or not? So the answer to this is that the people who have had COVID in the past must go for COVID vaccination 4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks after full recovery. Data is emerging that might need just one shot of vaccine as robust neutralizing antibody titers and strong T cells responses have been found in them after single shot of vaccination. Next question pondering our minds is, what if plasma therapy was given during the treatment of acute COVID infection, then whether such people should receive it or not? So the answer to this, as per the recommendations based on from experts discussion, is people who have received plasma therapy should wait at least 4 weeks before taking a vaccine, because these 4 weeks the preformed antibodies transfused in external plasma will wane off, and this will avoid neutralization of virus produced by COVID vaccine. Next question which is bothering often is, those who were admitted and had severe infection with COVID, what should be recommendation for them? So people with severe disease who are admitted should wait at least for 4 to 10 weeks after recovery before taking any vaccine. Next question is for diabetic people, whether they should take it or not, and if yes, then do they need to take a breakfast before going for vaccine? So the answer to this question is, people with diabetes should go for vaccination after taking food or breakfast. What is the recommendation for those who are on corticosteroids for some or the other disease what they have? So the answer to this question is, people who are on corticosteroids should decrease the dose to less than 7.5 milligrams per day, if possible for 6 weeks when taking the vaccine, because the higher doses acts as an immunosuppressive and may decrease immunity development. Now, what if somebody is taking inhalation of corticosteroids? So, the answer to this question is, inhaled steroids may not be tapered when taking COVID vaccines, because systemic bioavailability of inhaled corticosteroid is low. So the next question people are asking is, people with nasal allergy or bronchial asthma or skin allergies, can they go for vaccination, yes or no? So the answer to this question is, they can safely go for vaccination. All people with nasal allergy, bronchial asthma, skin allergies, all of them can safely be vaccinated. My dear friends, I hope I have made most of the doubts and questions, all the queries, trying to sort it out through this video. If any question, if you have it still in your mind, feel free to connect us. But definitely try to get your vaccination appointment scheduled as early as possible, meeting all your local administration requirements, and try to go for it as early as possible. Still, using masks is must. Do not forget that mask wearing has to be continued as per the latest CDC guidelines. Now they are saying that one mask, surgical mask kind of mask, and a cloth mask has to be continued. Double mask technique has been recommended nowadays, and social distancing. These two things are mandatory to be followed for many months still. So take care of it. Thank you very much. All the best. God bless you. Take care. Bye bye.